Hey gang, it's Thomas. How's it going? I'm talking to you in this bright sunny afternoon from Berlin about winter outfits. Now, some people might go a little colorful, some people might just put on a big parka. For me, it's all about just black and wool, scarves and turtlenecks. And just coming up on the holidays here, I'm getting ready to have, some nice formal yet casual outfits to wear. That means, kind of sweater with a collar or a turtleneck. And also, in the evening time, you need to have something to put on that you can wear around your relatives without offending them, but, also still getting more comfortable as it goes into the late hours. And in that case, I got some pajamas, which is kind of a first for me. I was never really a big pajama person. So before this light goes away, let's check out what I'm talking about. So just for starters, we've got a nice wool coat here with normal, what are these called? Dipped lapel. I'll have to double check on that. And wool scarf, wool hat, wool gloves, fingerless gloves. This is something new, sometimes I have trouble using the touchscreen gloves, or they just don't last very long. So this time we're just gonna go fingerless. Here is our collared sweater. Also a nice alternative to the V-neck with the collared shirt or the turtleneck. But yeah, both wool, warm, comfortable, and it's respectful. And last but not least, the pajamas. Yeah, they need to be ironed, but you can see what's going on here. Just formal, but comfortable. I'm really looking forward to trying those on. All right, so we've seen what our options are for the winter and for the holidays, and now we're gonna try on some of those and see what we think. Wish me luck. So just kind of kicking it off here with the turtleneck. You can see this is the dark gray. I think I like it. It just feels a little smarter, I'm not doing the black, so I'm not exactly doing a Steve Jobs thing. It's more like I don't know, the engineer with, the very deep philosophical feelings on Steve Jobs' team. He's different, he's in the same uniform, but has slightly different armor. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is, let's do another angle. Like I said, the collared sweater alternative is nice for looking formal, but you still get to be comfortable. I almost feel like I'm in a t-shirt right now, which is, it's kind of what I would hope for, I get to have this soft fabric up against my skin. I get the collar so people can look at me and say, who is that person? He looks smart. He looks like he's got dignity. Another angle here, just letting you see. Who is he? Who is that guy? Does he work with Steve Jobs' cousin? You can really see it's got kind of like a quiet sensibility. This is somebody who sits in a coffee shop and reads a book and writes poetry, maybe in Paris. Before I put on this V-neck sweater, I just wanted you guys to see the shirt that I'm putting on underneath it. It's a very reliable combination, in my opinion. This kind of a button-up shirt. You can tuck it in, or you can have it hanging out. I might tuck it in. This one's kind of having a lazy collar, actually, but we'll see what I can do about that. The collar is really a pain in the ass, I have to say. I don't want to, you know, button this in all the way. In fact, right now I think I might just fail at that. All right, there we go. You know, it's like before you become first name basis, but after your first name basis, it's like, hey, what's up? Good to see you, man. Pow. Something like that. All right, sweater time. Okay, walking into the hallway, here we go. And now we got some of this indoor lighting on us, and you can see I have actually this upper button done, but the top one is not. I really just threw the sweater on in like 2 seconds, and you know, if I had a little more time, I could make it look better, but it's pretty good already. Let's flip the camera. Before we do the pajamas, I just had to show you the coat because I almost forgot that. So we're gonna do a couple different things with the coat. Right now, you're just seeing me with the coat on, you know, with the button-up shirt and the sweater. And if you live somewhere that's pretty cold, like Berlin or Chicago or New York or Brussels, Copenhagen, it's really cold in Copenhagen, I think. This is a nice outfit. You are going to be warm, you're going to be comfortable. You have this collar or lapel on your coat, you know, you look smart. That's not something that everything does, okay? This is a smart look, and I'm recommending that you give it a shot. Make sure the coat fits though. You see how the shoulders are like just snug there? See how there's just a little bit of shape in my sides here? It's not a woman's coat, it doesn't dip way in, doesn't bell out. And I have the bottom button done, which is not how it's supposed to be. Okay, let's do this now with a scarf and gloves and hat. Some mornings I wake up and I look outside and it's wet and it's obviously cold, and then you check the, like, you know, what does it really feel like, and it's like 5 degrees lower than what it looks like, and that's when you know that you have to really layer up, because wet and windy and cold, oh, just so awful. It just makes me want to jump out the window, especially in February. So let's just dedicate this outfit to February. Flip in the camera. Here we go. We got the wool black cap. We got this big, nice, comfy wool sweater, and we got the fingertip-less gloves. Can we call them that? Somebody just let me know if there's a better way to describe these. And that's the whole thing, you know? You can put some leggings on. I don't have leggings on right now, but I am not afraid to wear leggings. In fact, from late November until early April, it can happen. In fact, it's sometimes just a daily practice, and I don't even think about it. But right now, I'm not wearing them. Okay, now for the pajamas. Now that I have them, I realize it's kind of almost like, you know, hospital gown kind of thing. I don't know, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. I think everybody is going to see that I am appropriately dressed in my nighttime attire. Maybe I need to iron the collar here a little. Forgive me, Anna, forgive me, my dear wife, for not having these things ironed. As you know, I'm not the best at that. But I do have pajamas now, and that's pretty cool. So guys, that's pretty much it. I actually will be wearing a suit on Christmas Eve this year. It's pretty typical in Poland for the Christmas Eve ceremonies. We put on a really nice suit, and you know, we have a very ceremonious dinner, and yeah, it's probably almost the most formal that I dress all year. But it's out of respect, it's out of tradition, and I like tradition, and I like being respectful, and I like excuses to wear suits. So yeah, I'm not gonna wear it for you guys, maybe some other time. It's already probably pretty hard for most of you to watch me talking about outfits, but I thought it was fun. You know, other people like to call this a haul. I don't think it was a haul. I think that sometimes I buy a sweater. Let me switch back to the selfie mode. Wrapping up in the kitchen here, forgive the echo. For me, this isn't about a haul or something. This is about once every 2 or 3 years, the sweaters, you know, are no longer repairable. Maybe they got shrunken in the wash by accident. Maybe there's a new style that normally I wouldn't dare wear, but you know, I'm changing both in my personality or my personal preferences, or I want to look like, you know, some famous tech entrepreneur. Not saying that that's my motivation in this case, but you know, things change and you go in and you just try some stuff. And so maybe I've given you some ideas. Maybe I've encouraged you to go and get one of these collared sweaters, which is so comfortable. And I'm telling you, you can just wear it in so many situations. Or you get a turtleneck, even though you said, I'm not a turtleneck guy or gal. Maybe you are. Maybe there's a part of you that comes out when you put on the turtleneck. So I encourage you to find it. Find your turtleneck or find your pajama suit. Give it a shot. Or write something in the comments. Maybe there's something else going on here that we need to be talking about. Maybe I'm still just really missing the point. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any ideas or things that you think I should try wearing, I'm not saying I'm against that, although I'm probably done buying clothes for a while. At least until the next season, if, you know, something warrants it. Although I have a lot of t-shirts and shorts, I don't need more. So this may be the only one I ever do, unless for some reason I just start to get very interested in something that's less superficial than clothing, right? Okay, folks, if you're seeing this before the holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. I know Hanukkah already passed on the 20th, but you know, I hope it was happy. And I hope everybody had lots of time with their families and got to eat some really, really yummy food. If you weren't with your family, if you didn't have yummy food, I still hope that you were able to find some time to relax and some peace of mind. And you're ready for that big list of life improvements to make in the next year. And hopefully it doesn't start with going to the gym or something like that. You know, fitness, absolutely. Eating better food, absolutely. Sleeping more, as you know, absolutely. But, you know, New Year's resolutions, I think, are better when they're simple, achievable, and have a kind of higher purpose than just like losing a little bit of weight or something like that. You know, I think my New Year's resolution was, for this year, was to complain, not to complain, to explain. So instead of complaining, I would explain a situation that was frustrating me, that I wanted to complain about. And this was kind of a mindfulness thing, you know? I was teaching myself not to get worked up over something that I was feeling negative about, not to feed into negativity, instead to think about it, to try and talk through this thing which is bothering me and move on and maybe even find something positive in the end of it. So I think I did pretty well until about August, and then you know, I didn't think about it much anymore, probably because there was a lot of things to complain about, but I didn't do too much complaining. And I think I'm still pretty good at avoiding complaining. So we'll see what the new resolution will be. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll even share it with you guys. Okay? Happy New Year and thanks!